B flat concert, yes.
Put it.
So what we're going to do is, this is a flash track. I'm going to demonstrate it once, but you guys, my boss has already gone, just turn it on. So we don't have great audio today, but what's going to happen is I'm going to demonstrate it once, and then we're going to go. So I'm going to turn this on. You're going to see a blinking light. That is your metronome. So what happens is, when it's away, you play it. When it comes up, you read it, play it, and you're going to read it. So 2, 3. Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, red light is your metronome. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait.
3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to make it a little bit harder. So it's the same concept, except when you're reading, you're also going to be playing. And when you're playing, you're also going to be reading. So it's going to give you a new track every time. So I'm going to demonstrate that. You guys like this film still? No, it ain't. Oh, darn it. There we go. Times a week to make sure that we're up on our reading skills and we're just getting many different rhythms in our vocabulary. So now what we're going to do is we are going to move on to the E flat concert scale. Can everybody do that? We're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to do half scores, eighth notes, and after every time we're going to hold it out for a whole note. Does that make sense, everyone? Yeah. Awesome, thank you. get bigger, what are you going to do? Get louder. As my gesture gets smaller, what are you going to do? Beautiful. So, same idea. Half quarters, eighths, you're going to be watching me now. We should all have this memorized, right? Beautiful. Let's try eighth notes. Right? That was beautiful. Awesome. So now, can we go? I'm going to choose YouTube as a demonstration. So today, one of the adjustments I want to talk about is intonation. So can somebody raise their hand and explain to me what exactly is intonation? Even if it's a rough definition. Wait for some people. Tuning, yes. So we're going to have these two amazing clarinet players. We're just going to play a concert B flat, and we're going to analyze what's going on there. One come in and the other. Let's see. A little rough, yeah? So, what do you think they need to do? That doesn't listen to each other. Okay, so we're going to say that you're the correct one in this situation. Okay, so you play. What does Elaine need to do? Is she sharp or flat? So what does she need to do?
Go up.
Okay. Push in. They're not terrible. Okay, let's try this again. Better?
Yeah.
So this is what we're striving for. We want to definitely listen to each other. The piece that we're going to be performing today, the notes aren't hard, the rhythms aren't hard. What is really hard is the phrasing, the actual listening to each other across the ensemble, that sort of thing. So this is what we want to look out for. We don't want the first one, we want the beautiful second one. Make sense? So everyone should have a lead sheet on their stand. It should be Salvation is Created, it's like 8 bars.
Oh.
And let me give you guys a starting note. What note does it start on? In E flat. Beautiful. Everybody hum that E flat. So using our ears, we're going to try to sing through this. Everybody's just looking at me like deer in headlights. We can sing, we have voices. Let's try just humming it first. Let's see, bring that E flat back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, can we have woodwind? I want you to air horn and brass. Can we do this on the melody? So, everybody hum that E flat again first time? Thank you for air horn. See, now let's hear brass. Beautiful. We're going to do that same 8 bars. Air horn. move to the instrument set? We have that melody, a rough melody in our head, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, percussion, you should have two parts, definitely one on keyboard. If you want to attempt it, I'll try. All right. Same thing on the instruments. When we hear that first note, woodwind, then brass come in. Same thing we just did. Now I'm going to add a little bit of element. I want to use 4-bar phrases. So at downbeat of 14, that's where I want you to breathe through that 8-bar span. Make sense? Oh, where you have the quarter rests on 1, you guys don't have the measure numbers. That's where I want you to breathe. Make sense?
Oh, okay, guys.
Beautiful. All right. Beautiful. Now, that warm-up thing we did where you guys were watching me for dynamics, you guys have no dynamics written, correct?
Right.
So that's where we're going to have to communicate. So you have a understanding what it is. Like I said before, the notes are hard, the rhythms are hard, so we need to communicate as a whole group. So we're listening, but we're also watching. Let's try this one more time, looking at me for dynamics, yes? Expressing it.
Yeah.
So now we all have an understanding of what the melody is. Can we try something? Everyone go to your actual part. We're going to start at measure 10. And we're going to go to measure 17. And that's all we'll have time for today. But I want you to listen and try to pick out where the melody's coming from. Everybody ready? Right at measure 10. There might not be enough if you guys could share. Thank you. Sorry. 10 to the down, 17. Sorry, so who could point to where the melody was at? Beautiful. So we conquered what we wanted to do today. Understanding melody, where to go, and how do you think the balance is one of them? It was rough, we didn't really get to that, but understanding where the melody was, were you guys listening to that?
Yes.
Yes. So tonight, I'd like you to go home, go on YouTube. There's a bunch of good recordings, and there's a bunch of not so good recordings. But I want you to look at 5, make some notes of what you like and what you don't like of those recordings, and bring them to class. And email me a link of what you like. Thank you for working with me today.